Hello, today we will recap a thriller movie, in which a psycho nun hugs her young student. To know what happens next, watch till the end. Movie starts with a young boy named Jason who is very fond of music. Jason is making an online video about his transfer to St. Adeline, a convent school. He is very popular on the internet for uploading his songs. Then we're shown a mystery lady killing someone with an object and putting their body inside the trunk of a car. She later changes into a nun's outfit. Jason and his hot sister Zoe then go to school after their vacation. Their parents drop them off, and sister Rebecca, the principal, welcomes them. Here we also see a young girl named Sarah. We learn that Sarah is Zoe's assigned roommate, and she actually has feelings for Jason. Then Rebecca meets a new nun who has been transferred to the school today. The new nun is the previous mystery lady. Her real name is Laura, but she has stolen Sister Sophia's identity. Rebecca shows Sophia around the school. In the meantime, Sophia meets Jason, and we learn that Sophia will be Jason's class teacher. Rebecca then shows Sophia her room. Sophia hides the suitcase belonging to the real Sophia under the bed while she settles into her room. She then kisses the laptop screen while watching a video of Jason singing one of his songs. This tells that Sophia already knew Jason, and that she had come to the school for some evil purpose. Meanwhile, Jason settles into his room before heading to the common room to play his guitar, where Sophia spots him and approaches him for some small talk. The next day, Sophia arrives at class and notices Jason conversing with Sarah. Sophia appears jealous, and she moves Sarah to the front of the class. Just as the class is about to begin, Zoe reminds Sophia of the morning prayer. Sophia did not know the morning prayer, so she asks Zoe to lead the prayer. Zoe also feels a bit strange seeing all this. Jason approaches Sophia and apologizes for what happened in class. She forgives him and inquires suspiciously if Sarah is his girlfriend, to which Jason says no. The following day, she interrupts Sarah and Jason as they are having a passionate kiss, requesting Jason to leave for class so she can handle Sarah. She threatens to suspend her, but Sarah's father is a donor to the school, so getting suspended is the least of her worries. After this, Sophia invites Jason to her room to meet him after class. She purposefully leaves her room door open and she starts changing the dress. Then Jason comes over there and he secretly watches Sophia changing her dress. After a while, Jason leaves without meeting Sophia. Sophia sees Jason leaving and she smiles as her plan was successful. The students are leaving for home as the weekend approaches. When Sophia observes the friendly hug that Jason and Sarah exchange before parting ways, she becomes jealous. Just then Sister Rebecca walks up to her, and Sophia tells her that her Aunt Frances has been unwell, and she would like to visit her so that she can leave the school too. Things are tense at home. While Jason is more interested in taking a year off from school to focus on his music career, Zoe is a bookworm. The already tense relationship between Jason and his father is adversely affected by his choice. His father prefers that he goes to college, so that he does not become a starving artist. The little faith his father has in him upsets Jason, and he skips dinner to play some tunes by the pool. Sophia also secretly hears Jason singing the song. Then Sarah calls Jason, and Sophia gets very angry seeing this. She enters Sarah's room out of anger and leaves after placing the drugs there secretly. She busts Sarah the following day in class by having the students open their books to a particular page. She reports Sarah to Father Macy and Sister Rebecca, who immediately suspends her. Sophia has a lot more up her sleeve. She suggests that they inspect the students' rooms. And during the inspection, a bottle of liquor comes out of Jason's room as well. Sophia asks Sister Rebecca to pardon Jason, so that he can stay in class over the weekend, and assist the other sisters in caring for the school's grounds. Now we're shown the scene of flashbacks of how Sophia, whose real name is again Laura, fell in love with Jason. In fact, Jason's music video was once posted on social media, and Sophia instantly fell in love with him. Sophia thoroughly investigates Jason. She discovered via school website that a nun by the name of Sophia was scheduled to transfer there. Determined to get her way to St. Adeline, Laura met the real Sophia, distracted her and hit her on the head. The body was then buried by Laura, who then stole her car and clothes while assuming the identity of Sophia. Jason explains to Zoe that he needs to stay over the weekend, and that Sophia saved his life by getting him out of trouble. Zoe, who is wary of Sophia, says she'll stay the weekend as well. While assisting Jason, Sophia makes every effort to seduce him. Sophia sneaks into Jason's room during the night. After removing her clothing, Sophia begins kissing Jason. Jason doesn't like it at first because Sophia was his teacher and a nun. But he can't stop himself and Sophia's seduction gets the best of him, and they end up hugging each other, which Sophia secretly records. The following day Jason is distracted and shrouded in guilt. Zoe is worried for her brother. She goes to the boys' hostel. When she enters his room to look for him, she discovers Sophia smelling Jason's clothing. Sophia threats to report her to Father Macy for being in the boys' hostel. Sensing that Zoe is a threat, Sophia has her stay behind after class to give her a history paper that she's failed. Zoe, a good student with consistently high grades, is in disbelief. Sophia pretends to care about Zoe getting accepted into college, and tells her to see her after school to resit her paper. However, Sophia leaves the answer key on top of her desk. When Zoe arrives in the class as instructed, she notices the answer key on the table and glances at it out of interest. Just as Sophia enters and accuses Zoe of attempting to cheat on the exam. Jason's guilt is weighing on him, so he goes to the confessional to repeat his sins, unaware that Sophia is following him. He is then cornered by her in the booth, where she gives him another hug. After a few days, Sarah hosts a party at her home and invites Jason as well. Stalker Sophia, who is parked across the street, keeps an eye on him as he departs for the party. Jason arrives ready for some drinks, and Sarah is more than welcoming. She leads them to a room for a hugging night, but Jason is distracted. He walks off, and when Sarah chases after him, she notices that her car has been vandalized. Jason is trying to cool off by walking down the street with a bottle of beer in his hand, when he gets pulled over by a cop and is nearly arrested. However, Sophia helps him. Jason is concerned about going home while intoxicated. Sophia seizes the chance to take him back to her room while promising that she'll help him sober up. Here, Sophia tries to seduce Jason once more. Jason then informs her that their actions are wrong. Sophia then tells him that she wants to spend the rest of her life with him, and that she has plenty of money so that they can both live happily ever after. Jason feels very strange hearing Sophia, and then angrily scolds Sophia, saying he doesn't want to be with her. Then it leaves from there. When Jason asks Zoe to pick him up, his father overhears and goes in search of him. He finds him and apologizes for not accepting Jason's dreams and ambitions. The following morning, when it's time to be dropped off at school, Zoe notices a car driving away in a rush. Later, when she checks the license plate, she discovers that the car belongs to Sister Sophia. When Jason returns to his dorm room, he discovers Sophia lying unconscious on his bed with a bottle of pills by his bedside. She gives him a kiss in return for his attempt at CPR. It turns out she had faked it to see if Jason cares for her. Jason has a meltdown and threatens to report her. But she has the upper hand, knowing that Jason already has a tainted reputation with the administration. Zoe calls Jason and inquires about Sophia. Jason then promises to tell Zoe everything later. Jason leads the class in morning prayer one morning at Sophia's request. Sister Rebecca is by the door, observing that Sophia does not recite the prayer herself. Sarah returns to the school and Sophia feels threatened again. So she tells Jason to stay behind after class to convince him that they belong together. Jason ends things again and goes to talk to Sarah. Sophia approaches Sarah that evening as she is in the shower. She attacks her and clears her off in cold blood. Just then Zoe heads for the shower and finds Sarah. While the school is dealing with the loss, Jason confronts Sophia. She decides to show him the recorded video of hugging, leaving Jason even more afraid for his reputation. Sophia misinforms Sister Rebecca once more, by claiming that she must leave school to attend her Aunt Frances' funeral. The same night when Jason is having dinner outside with his family, Sophia turns up at the same restaurant. Jason's parents extend their grace and welcome her to dinner despite Jason's protests, leading to the kids being very uncomfortable during dinner. When Sister Rebecca calls the hospital later, she learns that Sophia has been lying about her aunt. When she summons her to the office for questioning, Sophia panics and hits Rebecca, knocking her out, fearing that her secret will soon be revealed. Jason and Zoe sneak into Sophia's room in order to gather the information that will help them frame her. They discover that Sophia is Laura and that her laptop contains some images of Jason. They head straight to Rebecca's office to file a report but are unable to find her. Jason and Zoe visit the church in search of Sister Rebecca, and Sophia also comes there. Sophia discovers that they both now know the truth, and she then attacks Zoe. Sister Rebecca arrives just in time and tries to distract her. After a lengthy struggle, Jason stabs Sophia, ending her life and saving all of them. So this was the story of the film Bad Sister, released in 2015. If you like the story, then do watch the full film, and if you want to watch more such amazing recaps, then do subscribe to our channel. See you in the next recap.